Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am bringing you guys my very first Create-A-Sim. I am kind of excited about this one because, like I said, I've never actually done this before, and as I was starting to create her, I was like, wait a second. I should make a Create-A-Sim. Why not? Literally everyone else does it, and why am I the only one missing out? I don't know. So, I thought it would be fun to make one, and it was, even though it took me literally like 3 hours. I'm pretty sure it took me 3 hours to make just these two Sims, which is crazy. Like, why did it take me so long? These are my two Sims that are going to be in my new Let's Play, and it's basically the Black Widow challenge a little bit. It's based off of that. I wanted to follow along with a lot of the rules. I wanted a little bit of a challenge by trying to find all different partners for my sim, Seke, who we are creating right here in front of you. I could have said her name at the very beginning, but I forgot. Seke Webb, that's her name. We are creating her for the Black Widow challenge, kinda, with a twist. Literally made my own rules. I really badly wanted to play with the Sims 4 Life and Death Pack. I never actually got to play that. It came out at a time where my game was not updating at all for me, so I really couldn't play The Sims 4, and I was kind of playing The Sims 3 whenever I wanted to play, and then I just kind of stopped playing after that in general. But I came back around. I finally found a way to update my game. So I can play it now. I can finally play it. And I've been missing out this whole time. I have no idea what to really even expect because I didn't really watch any videos on it. I'm excited for the mystery of the pack. I can't wait. I know that there's crows and a lot of like ghosts and stuff. There's new deaths and new traits. The new traits are kind of cool actually. I can't remember if I gave Seke one of the new traits. I don't think I did, but I do know that I made her family with some of the new traits, so we can definitely experience that. Yes, she does have a family. No, they are not in this Create-A-Sim, sadly. I created them on their own. But yes, Seke, I wanted her to have like a very classy look to her. Definitely stuck to like a black and white theme. I wanted spider webs. I couldn't find CC with spider webs or anything, so I'm still kind of looking. I did end up finding a little belly button ring that I added later, not in this CAS video, and it has a little spider web on it. Super cute. I also changed like her eyelashes too because they were kind of clipping when I got in the game and I didn't like that. Oh, and I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh, by the way, I also did this. I also added a few more of her outfits. Yeah, there are a few changes there. There's a lot of pieces within the Life and Death pack that are really cute. I just felt like it was kind of difficult to style them, and I didn't know if it really fit Seke. You know, I wanted it to feel like Seke. She actually is native, so I kind of wanted to implement a little bit of her culture, but I can't remember if I did that yet. I did want to give her braids, but then I ended up giving her grandma braids. So, and her grandpa also has braids. Also with the tattoos, I kind of want to eventually give her like a Black Widow tattoo. I think that would be so cool and that would fit so well with our freaking challenge. Like, get out of here. You know, it's literally the Black Widow challenge. I need to find spiders or spider webs or something. Like, I'm still on the lookout, guys. But yeah, she's very cool. I wanted her to have like a very confident look to her because she is very confident. She is also a very seductive person. She's very good at seducing anyone that she wants, she will get. I do end up going into her story and her family story and what it was like when she was growing up. I start getting into all of that within the first episode. I even have like little flashback moments too of the family as she's growing up, or like her family's growing up, you know, so we do have a lot of that. But basically, I wanted to create her alongside with her boyfriend, Porter, who you will meet in a little bit. I wanted her to have a boyfriend, and you're probably thinking, well, isn't this the Black Widow challenge? Why does she have a boyfriend? She's supposed to be going after spouses. Well, it's my freaking Let's Play, okay? It's my story, so just let me do what I want. I wanted her to have a boyfriend because I thought it would be fun, and I have a whole storyline based off of him and her together, of course. Within the storyline, at some point, she ends up almost breaking things off with him, as I talk about in the first episode, and he did not want to separate at all whatsoever. Like, he wants to stay with her for the rest of his life. He knows she's the one for him, and he's willing to do literally anything to keep her in his life and to keep her so close to him, because she's literally the best thing that's ever happened to him. He has no one else, really. And the only way for her to stay with him is if he complies to every single one of the things that she wants within her life, and she's gonna go after all different men, and she's gonna go after the money, and I can't say it yet because it's within the first episode, but something life-changing happens to her, and she's grieving. She's pretty much grieving the first, few episodes, I guess, and that is what causes the desire, I guess we can say, to go after other men, even though she has one and she loves him to death. She literally would do anything for him also. Almost anything. She really loves him, but her mind is literally messed up after this really tragic event. So if she's gonna stay with him, he needs to comply to whatever she has to say or anything that she wants within that relationship, which is sad. It really is. And he's gonna do it no matter what. It really does not matter. He's going to do it to stay with her and to keep her. Their agreement is she gets to go and be with whoever she wants, whenever she wants. She really doesn't have to tell him about it at all. And he can't say anything because he wants to be with her. So it's either you're with her or you're not, you know? She's gonna go and do this regardless. So he pretty much thinks like, okay, well, this will pass. It won't be like this forever. So it's okay. Like, she can go and be with other people if that's what she really wants, because I love her so much, which is really sad. I actually don't get into Porter's story very much. Like, in the first episode, I really barely talk about his past, but I do want an episode kind of based around him, kind of getting to know who he is and how he got to be the way that he is. But he had a really messed up life, very traumatic in all different ways. That's kind of why he has that sort of mentality where it's like, okay, well, I might as well let her do whatever she wants because I can't live without her. You know, it's very sad and twisted, but that is just the way that both of them work. I truly cannot wait to play more of these Sims. They're so fun already, and I barely have done anything with them. It's like they're writing their own story half the time, and it literally goes perfect with what I already planned for them. They are exactly what I pictured them to be, and they're both equally as crazy as one another. These two are. I am pretty happy overall with the way that these Sims turned out. I think they both look really good. I'm kind of considering changing Porter's hair once again. I don't know if I'm fully happy with it. I definitely changed it after this Create a Sim, so it is different as we speak, but I'm thinking about changing it again. I'm wondering if we should have him be a brunette. He's got dark black hair right now, but I wonder how it would be if we changed it to a brunette. That would be kind of cute, right? Or what if we dyed his hair like a different color, like green? No, but then it wouldn't fit, you know? We need it to be like dark and dreary. Maybe we'll give him a life and death pack hair. That might work. Wait, pause. I forgot about this. My mouse every once in a while does like this really weird thing where when I'm creating a sim, it will like click on its own and drag something, like one of their facial features, and it makes them look really crazy. I just made Porter's face like super narrow and like kind of creepy actually. Don't mind that, please. Like, really don't mind that. And also some of these new outfits are kind of wild. Like, why can we dress up as a little bird? Why is that? What's going on there? Is that like part of like a ceremony that goes on in real life or something? I don't know, but it's a little crazy, and we might have to add that onto one of our Sims. Definitely not Seke though. She does not fit that, but maybe Porter. Maybe we'll force him to wear that. But anyways, you guys, that is enough of my yapping for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much if you've stayed this long. I cannot wait to play more with these Sims in the Life and Death pack. I can't wait. I will see you in the very first episode of The Sims 4 Life and Death.